Hey everyone, thanks for listening. I want to talk about something that is basically setting university campuses on fire right now. You might have seen the hashtags on Twitter or videos of students protesting in Delhi and UP. You have probably heard terms like black law or anti student. It's all about the new UGC rules that came out earlier this month. Here is the crazy part. These rules were supposed to stop discrimination. They were supposed to make colleges safer, but instead they have created a massive conflict between students, teachers, and even politicians. And just today, literally today, the Supreme Court had to step in and say, stop, we need to look at this. So, for the next 15 minutes, I want to break this down simply. No complicated legal words, just what happened. Why is it good? Why is it scary? And why are politicians re- resigning over it? Come on, let's see. For a long time, since 2012, we had guidelines against discrimination. Think of guidelines like advice. The UGC told colleges, please be nice, please don't discriminate. But if your college didn't listen, nothing really happened. On January 13, 2026, the government changed the game. They turned those guidelines into mandatory regulations. This is a big deal now. Now it's not advice, it's a law. If a college ignores a complaint now, they can lose their funding. They can lose their official recognition. The vice chancellor or principal can get into serious trouble. They also created these things called equity squads. Imagine a flying squad or a mobile team that roams around the campus to spot discrimination in real time. On paper, this sounds like they are just being strict. So why the explosion of anger? Come on, let's see. Let's look at the positive side first. Why did the government bring this in? We have to be honest. Discrimination in India is real. We have all heard tragic stories of students from Dalit, tribal, or OBC backgrounds who enter big universities and feel completely isolated. They face slurs, they get ignored by professors, and sometimes pressure becomes too much. Supporters say the old routes had no theme. A student would complain, and the file would just gather dust. These new rules are huge for a few reasons. It includes everyone. For the first time, it officially protects OBC students, other backward classes, not just SC and ST. Speed, it forces the college to act fast. They have to meet within 24 hours of a complaint. They must solve it in 15 days. Accountability, it tells the principal you cannot look away anymore. For a student who feels bullied or marginalized, these rules feel like a shield. They finally feel like the system has their back. The cons. Why critics call it a black law? But here is the other side of the action. Come on, let's see. And this is why thousands of students are on the street. The critics, mostly students from general category, are calling it this is a black law. They aren't saying discrimination is okay. They are saying these specific rules are dangerous. Here is the main reason why. The fear of misuse. If the draft version of these rules, there was a line that said, if you file a fake complaint, you will be punished. The government removed that line. So now students are scared. They feel that anyone can file a complaint against them out of jealousy or a personal grudge because the burden of proof is on the institution. The accused is basically guilty until proven innocent. The committee that decides your fate are required to have members mostly from marginalized communities. Critics feel this makes the jury biased against general category students from day one. They feel this doesn't create equality, it creates fear. They are asking who protects us if we are falsely accused. This is a logical question. Yeah, of course, we need to see that side also, right? Now, this has spilled into politics and it's getting very messy. Usually, a political party sticks together, right? Not this time. The education minister at the center is standing firm. He says we will not allow discrimination against anybody. He wants to show that the government cares about the OBC and Dalit vote bank. But look at the local leaders in places like UP Uttar Pradesh leaders from the ruling party BJP are actually resigning. More than a dozen local leaders quit. A city magistrate resigned. Student groups like Savarna Sena are burning copies of the law. Why? Because these local leaders know their voters. The upper caste are furious. They feel betrayed. They are telling the top leadership if we keep these rules, we will lose the next election. So you have the center saying yes and the local leader screaming no. So where does that leave us right now? Well, here is the plot twist. Just today, January 29th, the Supreme Court hit the pass button. The court said these rules seem a bit too vague and might be misused. So they put a stay on them. That means the rules are frozen for now. The old rules are back in play until the court hears the case again in March. But the debate isn't over. This is the big question for us to think about. How do we protect vulnerable students from discrimination without making other students terrified of false accusation? It's a balance we haven't found yet. Thanks for listening, guys. I had loved to know what do you think? Do you think the government went too far or was this necessary? Comment it below.